Before we jump into everything, I want to share some background with you. So, in all my years of coaching women and guiding women to how to achieve their vision of intentional success in both their personal and professional lives, I started to notice a pattern over the years of women who were able to lean into that success, what they were doing in common to get there, and the women who were struggling to get there, that was maybe taking them a little longer, or they were having quite a few headaches along the way. What were they tripping over? What was holding them back? And as I began to unpack all this data, it became very clear that there are six key stepping stones, if you will. I call them stepping stones, that successful women are usually able to latch onto and use and propel themselves forward as they navigate towards their path of true north. I'm going to use the term true north interchangeably with intentional success and personal summit. All that means is the place where you're heading that really resonates with you and your soul and what you want to achieve. So pause with me for a minute. I want you to visualize a river or a hefty stream or creek. The water's running fast. And in order to get to your true north, you have to cross that river of life, sometimes a couple of times, weaving back and forth. Now, anybody can just jump into the water and walk across, but not only is it dangerous, but it's inefficient and it's extremely uncomfortable. So we want to take advantage of these stepping stones to help us get to the other side easier, in a safer fashion, with a lot less headache along the way. Sometimes, though, if you've ever crossed a body of water on stepping stones, you know the stones can be loose. And when you step on one, it could wobble and you could fall into the water. Sometimes they're covered in moss or water and they're slippery and you fall off of them. Or sometimes they're just in there in a way that you end up tripping over them. So these stepping stones I'm about to share with you are extremely representative of what can be a solid foundation for you, but can be tripping hazards if you're not able to truly connect with each one of them. So the six stepping stones that I think are so important as you navigate your path of success include your voice, which we're going to talk about today, the confidence to believe in yourself and what you're pursuing, which is a whole big conversation that we don't have time to get into today. The third stepping stone is fear, learning to sort of lean into that fear and fail forward, not let it paralyze you. Fourth is having the resilience to keep going and keep trying without totally hitting burnout, but in a way that allows you to keep pursuing your goals. Fifth is focus, because if we lose focus on what we're really going after, we're running around trying to do all the things for all the people, and at the end of the day, we haven't gotten anywhere. And then the last stepping stone is truly that concept of balance or harmony in our lives, so that we feel fulfilled at the end of each day, of each month, of each year, that we have some sort of harmony between our personal life and our professional life. And by the way, that is a different formula for every single person. So you can't compare your plan to someone else's plan. So those stepping stones are really the basis of all the work that I do with women in terms of leadership development, leadership of self, and creating an intentional and successful life. So we're going to be pulling off of some of that today as we go forward. And